What is up, YouTube? Can you guys see me? Well, what's up, YouTube? Today, I just wanted to go ahead and do another Q&A live session where I go ahead and just answer questions from anyone, any questions that anyone might have. But specifically today, a few of the things that I actually wanted to go over. Let me close the door real quick here. A few of the things that I want to go over is things that you should expect to face as you try to get a job in this industry. Number two, what skills you need. And number two, what skills you need. And number three, do you really need a degree to get a job in this field? What's up, Geraint? Hey, what's up, cracking biology? But anyway, guys, I'm actually here. And Geraint, dude. Alright, I kicked Geraint. He's actually one of my homies, so I took him out. By the way, he's one of my friends, okay? I took him out. But anyway, yeah. Hey, what's up, Adam? I can't wait for you to come in too. Oh yeah, so anyway, guys, Adam just left a message here. He's actually joining us at my company as an intern on Monday. But anyway, if anyone has any questions, as usual, as you know, this is a Q&A session. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and put the question in the message below. And so one of the first things I want to talk about is actually challenges that you'll face as you try to get a degree in this industry. What is it? I mean, not a degree, but as you try to get a job in this industry. And so what challenges will you face? I think one of the main challenges that we're actually going to face in this industry, since many of us, including myself, don't have a degree in computer science, since many of us actually don't have experience, one of the biggest challenges is actually showing, number one, your value to a company, your value in regards to why should a company even want to hire you, right? I mean, why, if they had a choice of someone with a degree and you, then what can you bring to them that you don't have yet? And I think one of the things that we need to be able to bring and show them is that we actually have hunger, we actually have humility, and that we're actually willing to do whatever it takes. I think I shared this many times actually with you guys on my channel, how I shouldn't have been hired at my company. My technical director always tells me, Chris, you know what, man, you sucked at coding, you were horrible, you weren't even that good at web development, but we saw that you had the passion and hunger to go for it, and so we took you on anyway. So one of the challenges is, yes, you don't have a degree and you need to show your value. Hey, what's up, Chief? And so what way can you show your value is just putting a lot of effort, showing humility, and creating as many things as you can. But all right, that's number one. Let's go ahead and look at the questions now. So what's up, Adam? What's up, Daniel? Damien, what's up? Yeah, so what's up? Let's see. Let's go ahead and answer questions. From Daniel, how many jobs did you apply to before landing the first? Oh man, okay, I don't think this is fair to ask, to tell you, but I applied to about 2 jobs a day for 2 weeks. So I applied to about 28 jobs, minimum. 28 to 30 jobs minimum, and then I got hired at my job. So it took me about 18 applications, and that doesn't usually happen, okay? I honestly got really lucky. Damien, did you play CSGO before doing web development? No, I hate CSGO. I hate CS Source. I never played Counter-Strike Go with Source a little bit, but I was an old school Counter-Strike player, so I played Counter-Strike 1.6. That was the game I played. From Sujitha, hey Chris, did you just apply in job boards or did you follow any other strategies in the to get a tech job? As everyone should know, actually the only places that I ever applied to a job at was at Indeed.com, Monster.com, and where else? And Craigslist.com. But I'm aware that that's actually not available in all the other countries all around the world. So you just need to find a job board and just apply like crazy as you get that opportunity. More questions. Okay. From cracking biology. You know how people are looking at me right now from just reading your names, guys? Can you put your normal names on here? Cracking biology. Where to go after HTML, JavaScript, or CSS? Hey, cracking biology, I think it depends. How good are you at HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Have you actually made any websites yet? Have you actually, created your own functions, your own apps in JavaScript? What have you done with it? Are you comfortable with JavaScript? Now, if you're comfortable with JavaScript to the point where you feel like you can pretty much make anything, then, well, you don't have to be perfect at it, but when you feel you have a strong foundation in JavaScript, what I would do is that I would go onto jQuery. I go from jQuery, and then I'll go on to, after jQuery, you'll learn a little bit of Ajax, JSON, and a front-end framework. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Front-end framework like, let's see, Angular JS 2. That's what you will learn. And after you learn that, I would go to backend, which is PHP and MySQL. All right, next questions. This is fun, man. Juicebox, CSS is cracking. Yes. Growing every day. How many interviews did I get? I got about 0 interviews. Yeah, so when I got hired at my company, I applied to like 28 jobs. No one wanted to meet with me except that one CEO. So after my first interview, I didn't even have a second interview, but he actually hired me on the spot, and then I got hired right there. So yeah, I'm really lucky. JC7, I still need 3 years of school left. Yeah, I am lucky. I still need 3 years of school left. Should I finish or teaching myself would be better? JC7, what are you going to school for? Are you going to school for computer science? You gotta tell me more details. What is it that you're going to school for? If it's computer science, stay in school. If anything to do with development, stay in school. Let's see. Zane, hey Chris, do you remember me from the last live stream? Yes, I do remember you, Zane. Santiago, hey man, give me more questions, guys. Anything, man. Like, what am I allergic to? Anything. Or else I'll go ahead and I'll talk about what I have in the title. From Santiago, he says, hey Chris, did you apply locally or did you apply to jobs farther out than Orange County? Thanks. Yeah, I only applied locally because yeah, I pretty much applied locally. I live in Orange County, as everyone knows. So I applied within all the cities, within an hour driving distance from LA to Newport Beach to Irvine to even like a little bit closer to San Diego. So I applied everywhere, any place that I could. Hey, from Manny Ramos, hey, is it too windy here? Let me know and I'll go inside the building, okay? Hey Chris, what about working for free for 2 months or so and then move on to another job for actually minimum salary? I think you should try to do both. I think to get a job in this field, what I think you need to do is actually apply for internships and tell them you're willing to work for minimum wage. But if they're not willing to give you a job for minimum wage, you work for free. But that's only if your situation allows it. Don't do it if you're gonna suffer. Someone actually emailed me the other day, Chris, I'm willing to move all the way to Los Angeles. I'll have nowhere to live, nothing to eat, and I'll just live in my car. And I have nothing to eat for 2 months, but that's fine. And I didn't even respond. And I will respond, but that's crazy. Like, don't do that. You have to be wise with your decisions. Be wise with decisions. Hey guys, is that too windy? Let me know. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm allergic to cats. I'm allergic to cats and I'm allergic to pork. But yeah, JC7. If it's for computer science, man, you got to go for it. I'll tell you this, guys. Right? People ask me all the time, should I get a degree? If you're young and if you're in college and you have the choice, get a computer science degree. The reason you need to get a computer science degree is because you'll get a job almost immediately after you graduate. I mean, if I had to choose between someone with a computer science degree and someone with no experience, depending on the passion of both the people, I would I'd lean on the person with a degree because they show that they have experience. It's kind of windy. Okay, give me 1 second. Is that better? All right, what else? From Cracking Biology, is it better to go for a job first if you intend to create a company? Yes. You have to really think about it. How will you create a company if you don't know how web development companies even ran? So yes, get a job first. All right, Matthew. Hey, and can everyone post where they're from too? I want to know. Matthew Bednarski, what do you think about learning React versus Angular? I think Angular is much more popular. React is cool too. I think React's easier to learn than Angular. So if I had to choose between React and Angular 2, the reason Angular 2 is because Angular is honestly, it's being asked for from everywhere. So Angular 2 is the way to go. All right. How should I go? So Gene Lim. Oh, there's more. Wow, there's a lot of questions. All right, I'm gonna try to catch up. Sorry guys. Would you like to work for a bigger company? They're probably watching, but yeah, that would be nice. But I like working for a small company too. The reason is because I have the ability to create anything I want. I get to work on more things and I'm not stuck in something. And when I do make a big difference, it's noticed because I'm working on my small side. And so you're recognized more in a small company and you're more needed in a small company. So yeah, I like working for a small company, but hey, if Google wants to hire me, man, hey, email them and tell them to hit me up and I'll sponsor Google. Anyway, sorry, that wasn't funny. Daniel Dreyfus, is there any front-end framework language that can replicate a back-end language functionally? Yes, JavaScript. JavaScript is the only language where you can use it on both front-end and back-end, such as Node.js. So that's why JavaScript is important to know. Don't just be good at jQuery, guys. You have to know JavaScript also. All right, programmer powwow. Hey man, I'm trying to create a YouTube channel where I interview developers. What do you use to record your FaceTime calls? I don't use FaceTime. I just do Google Hangouts, or I'll record the screen on my Mac while I interview the person, and I'll record everything there. But that's not a developer question, man. DM me for that. Gene, yeah, sorry bro. I know it's windy. Sorry about that. Juicebox, how should I go about finding a freelance client? I'm not gonna answer that now because that'll be in my vlog on Sunday. How to get freelance clients. The title of that video will be the secret way to hustle and get freelance clients. This is something I learned from Gary Vee, and I don't want to give that an answer now. So if you want to find out how to get clients easily as a freelancer, even if you have no experience, it's windy, make sure that you watch my vlog on Sunday, okay? Chief Tech, do you use WordPress or other CMS, web design, or web development? Nope, I don't use anything. Daniel, you can use Angular 2 with Firebase, that's good. Oh shoot, Gene's from Malaysia. What's up from Malaysia? Daniel from Orlando. Programmer from Tampa, Florida. Cleveland, Ohio. You're cool. All right, any questions? Chief Tech from Philippines. Kapigan. Growing every day. 4 years of experience is better than 4 years of college because school is not experience, you know? Yes, 4 years of experience is golden. If you have 4 years of experience, to get hired anywhere. Because the minimum now to even get a job is 2 years of experience nowadays to get a good paying job. So once I get my 2 years in, guys, just kidding, I can't say that on camera because my boss might be watching. Just joking. I love my company, okay? I love my company. Manny Ramos, can you be specific with what you do at your job? Like, what are you working on? A huge platform or a website that takes 1 year to make, or are you just doing small jobs here and there? Good question. Now guys, as I probably don't share this often, I do not work for a web development company. I do not work for a huge company. I can't tell you what kind of company I work for, but I work for a company where I make pages, landing pages. I work a lot with e-commerce, web pages, registration pages, anything where a client needs to make money off of. For example, I can make a website and say I want to sell, you know, how to be like good looking and stuff, right? But the thing is then, how are you going to charge those clients? You need payment pages that process them. You need secure shopping carts to sell all the items of how, you know, dev's life. And so who makes those shopping carts? Who makes those payment pages? I make all of that. So that's the kind of stuff I do at my work, which is great because I actually have more experience than a normal web developer in what I do now, which is very rare. Okay, Juicebox, how should someone go about finding their first? I already answered. Juicebox, I'll answer that on my vlog on Sunday, man. I promise. I'll answer that on Sunday. Hunter, what do you think about Vue.js? I've never worked with it, so I can't say anything about that, man. I don't want to act like I know everything. Sorry about that. But what's up from Texas? I might move there, so hopefully I'll see you soon. Philip, Lebanon. I'm in college right now for computer science. Nice. I'm also learning web development from Treehouse. Nice. But I find it so hard to grasp and feel like I can't do it. Any advice? How many lessons do you do a day? Nowadays I study PHP only on the weekends, or if I can't come to work early, I study about 2 to 3 hours a day. So this week I studied PHP for about 6 hours. I came to work early on Monday, studied PHP for 3 hours, coded for 7 hours, and after this, I'm at my cafe like usual. I'm gonna work on vlog number 40 and then study PHP for about 2 hours. So, bro, Philip, it's okay if you don't think you know everything yet. The fact that you're getting a degree shows that you'll know more than me, the average like self-taught developer, by the time you graduate. So don't worry about that. Just make sure you pass school, and while you're in school, while everyone's partying and clubbing, while everyone's drinking, what is it that you need to do? You need to learn web development. And if you do that while you're in college, you'll be on top of the class, you'll be better than everyone else, and by the time you graduate, everyone will want to hire you. They'll be dumb to not hire you, man. Okay, what up? Tiki from Denver, Colorado. Daniel, Aileen Wong from Phoenix. Hey, what's up, Aileen? Cracking Biology. Dude, change your name, man. I look so crazy when I say your name. What's the difference between HTML and HTML5? HTML5 is HTML. Same as CSS3 and CSS and CSS3. So HTML started with HTML, and you know, as the years progressed or got better, there was HTML 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So HTML5 is the most updated programming language. Not programming language, but language for front end, and some CSS3. All right, guys. Any more questions? So in other words, you're more on the business side of development. Yeah, I mean, I work with businesses, and that's usually how it is in development. You work with businesses. I'm on the side where I know how to make a website from scratch, but I also know how to make a website secure because the web pages I'm making are where people put in the credit card information. So I need to know how to hide that information, protect it from people trying to hack into there, make sure no one gets in there. And so, yes, I'm on the business side, but that is web development on the business side. I also am learning design, and I need to make pages relevant. And I've said this before, but I've even made a registration page for Kevin Durant. So, I mean, his foundation, the Kevin Durant Foundation, when he was in Oklahoma. So, yes. Okay. What else? Cracking biology. Thanks, Daniel. Oh, okay. Santiago 70. Are you comfortable with JavaScript, or do you still have difficulty? I still have difficulty every day. Everyone does, honestly. Unless you've been doing it for 10 years, everyone has difficulty from that. So, it's still difficult for me, but it's always going to be difficult. Coding in general will never be easy because languages are always being updated. You have to learn how to do the new things that are updated. So yes, I still have difficulty with that. But the reason I'm able to do whatever I want is because of Google. I Google everything I need to do. So Google is your best friend, guys. I heard someone said he's from San Francisco. But all right, let's continue. Let me know if I'm talking too fast. Sorry about that. Okay, Zane from the Bay Area. Dude, I'm from Daly City, bro. What's up? 650-415. Growing every day. My name is Cracking Biology. You just made me read that out loud. Oh my gosh. What is the future of PHP? PHP is not dying. It is one of the, I think it's either number 1, number 2 used backend languages out there. It's well documented. It's very easy to learn once you know JavaScript. So PHP will be here for a very long time. James, thanks, man. I love going live. It's a lot more easier than editing my vlogs. Poach, any good sites to practice JS algorithms for newbies? No, Google. That's it, Google. I mean, Treehouse could teach you how to do JavaScript. Udacity.com, Code Academy could teach you everything. But it's different from trying to create something that you want. What you need to do to get better at JavaScript is try to think of what you want something to do and create it. When I click this button, change the background of my body on the HTML file. When I click this button, slide down the image and make the other image display none. Make that disappear. Just think of things, make it into reality, and you'll get good at that. Manny Ramos, how did you learn how to secure it? Treehouse teaches you this. No, I learned it from my job. And I'm learning to hack. Slowly. Kevin, love your work, man. Greetings from the Philippines. What up, Kabigan? Hunter, is there any Koreans in here? Hunter Mooney, are there any bad habits you still have in daily workflow that you're trying to overcome? Oh, man. If you DM me, I'll answer you. Yeah, I mean, I think you can get distracted easily. Because I listen to music on YouTube, sometimes I might take a long time to try songs or videos I want to listen to when I'm coding. So that could distract me often too. And so your biggest distraction as a coder is just the internet in general. Daniel Bonels, why will you do tutorials on how to make secure pages? I'm curious about that. Yeah, eventually when I get good at it. I don't want to teach it when I'm not the best. So I work with senior developers who've made it secure, and I'm learning how to also do that. But for me to be able to do that well, I have to be good at backend, at least PHP. Manny Ramos, I'm super noob, but I feel confident AF with coding. I feel like if they throw me in a job, etc. Yeah, I mean, that's how everyone feels. But how will you know if you can do it unless you actually get in there? That's right. Everyone feels that. You're not the only one, man. Programmer, what do you think about starting with Swift as a first language? I've read blogs that say it's simplified pretty well. If you want to be an Android developer, yes, learn Swift 2. Or is it Swift 3 now? If you want to be a mobile, not Android, if you want to be an iOS developer, do that. Cracking biology. Okay. Chiefta, why did you choose PHP to learn? Because that is a language that my company uses. If my company actually used Python, I would work with Python, but PHP is huge right now, and I'll stick to that for a very long time. Manny, if you suck at coding on your first job and get fired, does that hurt your rep? No, it doesn't. Just don't mention it when you apply for a new job. Just get better. And that happens to everyone. That could have happened to me. Fortunately, it didn't, so that's all right, man. Okay. Who's this? Zata Dogar? What is your main skill? PHP or JavaScript? JavaScript and jQuery. And just design. A backend developer, our intern at my company, he's actually really good at backend. He knows how to do front end. It's very easy to learn. But he doesn't have that design kind of mind yet because he hasn't been working with it much. So my skill is front end, anything to do with front end development, JavaScript, jQuery, HTML, CSS, but not just making things, but making them look nice. So that is you could say one of the good things about me. James, for shopping carts, do you use e-commerce platforms or is it mainly with PHP? Mainly with PHP. I make it from scratch in JavaScript. James, 사랑합니다. What music do you listen to when coding? I listen to Christian music. I listen to Laura Diango. I listen to her a lot. Or I listen to my own rap music. But if you want to listen to my rap music, you have to know my actual last name. No one knows my last name. Anyway, I shouldn't have said that. Shoot. Gene, what approach did you use for the security feature? I don't think I can say that because I want to protect what I do at my company. So, but just be wise. You have to learn how to hide things in the back end, secure them in the back end, and I can't necessarily share that with you guys. I'm sorry. But I'll try to make something as an example to show you. But doesn't necessarily mean that we do that at my company. Okay. All right, Manny Ramos, I'm blowing up with questions. Devology, what's up? What is up, bro? Hunter, that is where I struggle with design. That's okay. The reason I know design is because I look at other websites and my job is to imitate websites for payment pages. And so that's one of the main things that I work on. So I learned what companies like and you just learn it. Okay, now since there are no other questions right now, I want to talk about two more things. What is the title of this channel? Oh man. Second thing is, do you really, what skills you need? Oh, okay, from Devology. Chris, are you using any JavaScript frameworks or plan on learning any? I use jQuery and I want to learn Angular 2. That is one of my biggest goals after I become comfortable with PHP. Angular 2 and Node.js. That is what I want to learn. What experience do you showcase, like any projects on your resume to get a job? I didn't have anything. I just had my website to get my job, and that's it. Okay, so no more questions. All right, last but not least then, guys. Man, I could barely breathe. One of the last things I want to talk about is what skills you need to be a developer. And one of the biggest skills that you do need to get a job as a developer is you just need HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, and Angular 2. Those are the big things in front end. But to really secure a job, I know a lot of people already know the main languages, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. To really get hired at a job, the back-end language you need to learn, even as a junior, even if you have no experience, but at least understand, is PHP. That is one of the biggest languages you do need to learn to get a job today. So make sure you learn that. Is Adam still in here, by the way? All right, Scars. I want to go to university for computer science, but people say it's really hard if you don't have at least 5 years of coding beforehand. No, it's not true. If you want to go to university, do it. You'll get a job easily. Adam, when you come on Monday, I'm gonna make you do a lot, okay? I was talking about you today, so I look forward to having you come in. You guys, if you're in here, Adam's the intern I got hired at my company, so wish him luck. I'm gonna push him hard. And now I'm gonna learn back end as he did his front end and helps me on all that stuff too. So okay, last but not least then, from Nicholas. I gotta go soon, guys. So Java is good depending on what you want to do. All right, last question from Nicholas, and I want to answer my question on here. Chris, I'm learning web development about 2 months in your video about how you became a dev in 3. It was the first video that I watched. Oh, thanks, man. Okay, I guess that's all the questions. I guess if you guys can have questions on things you want me to show in my vlogs too, I'll make sure I'll post that on my next videos on YouTube, because I noticed that my vlogs get a lot less views than my actual videos about tech. But this isn't a tutorial, this isn't a how-to YouTube channel. This is a channel really about really just my life and how I'm getting into trying to be a senior developer too. Okay, last question then from Manny. If I do most of the tracks on Treehouse, for example, front end, will I be good on a very junior position? I think you have a strong foundation, but don't depend on Treehouse. I know I promote them a lot, but don't depend on Treehouse. Really take time to make things on the side. That's all you need to do. You just have to take time and make things on the side. All right, last thing I want to talk about then is do you need a degree? Do you need a degree to become a web developer today, no, you do not need a degree to be a web developer today. All you need is hard effort. Just like what Coding Face said on his YouTube channel, how it's really just about the time you put in is what you get out. So even for us here, right? The great thing about programming is that no matter whatever time you put into programming, to learning code, guess what? You always get that out of it. Does that make sense? For example, let's say I put 10 hours of coding into like learning PHP, and then guess what? Now you have 10 hours of experience in PHP. So, like, do you need a degree to get a job as a developer? No, you don't. You just need to learn how to hustle, do whatever it takes, and learn as much as you can. Yes, and make websites. All right, 25-minute live session. I know I talked really fast, but let me know if you 감사합니다. 네, James, 감사합니다. I'm actually at a Korean area right now. But alright guys, thank you for everything. No, it doesn't matter what age you're at. I was 28 when I started learning code, so it doesn't matter what age you're at. I think Adam's probably older than me, huh? I know I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, no you don't. Just learn now, do whatever it takes. But alright guys, I want to thank everyone for watching. I gotta go, I need to work on vlog 40, study PHP, and I gotta go exercise at the gym. So I'll see everyone later. Adam, you didn't have to post that, man. Alright guys, I gotta go. Thank you for watching. This is Krishan. This is the Life of a Web Developer, as you know. And I'm gonna head out. Thank you all. I'll post vlog 40 hopefully by tonight. See you guys. Bye.